All right, guys. We've got Cure versus Solar. It's our second. Cure! Our second match here. It's a best of 5. We're casting live off a clean feed. It's going to be a little bit chaotic. I'm still on the feed. Oh, sorry, guys. That's my analysis desk segment. Sorry. I meant to be hovering on the desk for that one. Thank you for calling me out on that. As we are getting straight into it. Solar in the bottom right side of the map. That would have been, dude, imagine if I got halfway through the game. We're like casting big battles and I realize I'm like blocking. I'm like on top of a Thor or something in the middle of a fight. Oh, good catch, good catch. 2 barracks, a Reaper wall off opening for Cure, it looks like. I've actually been really enjoying 2 barracks Marine bunker pressure from my home, where I just try to bunker their third base with a sneaky SCV and try to catch overlords with like 8 Marines. Otherwise, it's just a gasless expand behind it. And this is that build. He takes the gas now, but it's going to be Marines into command center because it's a late gas. I love this build. This build's actually really good. I go command center before the gas because I'm a noob. I do a noob-friendly version of it. But his version just gives him the ability to still go into like a pretty quick tech lab and reactor afterwards, after going like 3 to 5 Marines. Doesn't have to go for so many. I still think it's really good if especially if the Zerg doesn't scout where you are. If you can go over and then surprise him with a bunker at his third base before it's finished building, oof, it can be so smooth. Solar has no idea. These Marines are going to come down, hunt for that Overlord. There's 2 Queens, 4 Zerglings. Very safe play for Solar so far, but next up will be an Overlord, no doubt, and then a 3rd hatchery would be normal. Solar does often like a quick ling speed, and he does start that now, which will help him. Command center only now starting at about 217, 218. Oh, the Marines are not going to find the Overlord. Wow. Okay. All right, SCV's over there. He hasn't seen the 3rd base yet. His SCVs and Marines are going to group up. They're going to go for that 3rd base very soon. Oh, the Zergling misses him as well. You're kidding me. Okay, this is a really good surprise. Now, killing the 3rd, or forcing a cancel, I should say, is not really the craziest thing if Solar happily just sends a drone to a different base and takes that. But sometimes you can cancel the 3rd and force a lot of Zerglings out, which stops Solar from building drones, and that's massive. Bunkers going down, hatchery taking damage. Solar building nothing but Zerglings. He should already send a drone to the right side. I think we can see that drone heading out to go build the other 3rd because he knows he's going to have to cancel this. He cannot defend that. And the bunker will be up before he can get enough Zerglings. So he's gone back to droning now, which is probably the correct call. Cure knows there's going to be Lings coming. So if you keep building Zerglings, I mean, maybe you can surround these Marines before they get home. That's not the biggest victory. You've already got enough Lings for that. You need to go back to drones, and that's exactly what Solar's done. Q has gone for a starport and a tech lab behind it. His orbital's on the way. It's only 2 command centers, not 3. The Zerglings will take out the SCV first, but that trades quite a few of them. And now he comes in for the surround from both sides. Those Marines will fall. And well done. I do love the Marine death sound. This Chinese server game. Chinese localization of the game is always awesome in that regard. The death screams are quite funny. It's always I mean, they're kind of funny in every version, especially when they stack up and it kind of layers a whole bunch in a battle all on top of each other. Cloak is on the way, so it's going to be a Cloak Banshee follow-up. It looks like it's a 2-1-1 though, right? You see the tech lab, you see the reactor, you see stim upgrading. From Q's point, from Solar's point of view, he might delay or even skip spores. And he could take massive damage if that Banshee can sneak across the map. But there is Overlords on the edges as well. Oh, we've left our prediction live. Thank you for the reminder on that. I'll close that now. I don't think too much has happened in this game to really decide anything. So I don't think that invalidates it. Good reminder from Zwitak. It's a bit chaotic running this production because I am casting off a live feed. I have no idea when the games are going to start. How long is it going to, you know, and then there's delays and I have no info on what's happening. Can't control the audio levels either, so hopefully they're acceptable, but we're just trying to rough it out. And I think it's worth it for the excitement of being here live as the tournament plays. But apologies to those watching on YouTube afterwards. I know it's a little bit of a rougher experience for you guys. Oh, Stim Marine Hellbat follow-up. So it's Cloaked Banshee into Stim Marine Hellbat. Okay, Banshee just got spotted by the Overlord. Did he already build spores, guys? Oh my god, Solar wasn't watching. Banshee just flew right past his Overlord. I don't think he has a Spore in his main, and that's a disaster if so. Yeah, Solar wasn't watching. It just flew right past his Overlord. But he's so occupied thinking about the Marines. The Banshees are in his main. He's only going to see it now. This is a huge mistake. You can see a bit of a kind of pained grin on his face, realizing how badly he screwed up there. Oh, the heart rate for Kua is surprisingly much higher than Solar's. Solar's still 97. Kua's has spiked up to almost 130. Oh, the Marines are going to get surrounded. Great fight for Solar. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, that's a huge fight. Is that enough to make up for how much droning, like mining time and drones that he's losing? The Banshees, did they go down? What's happened? Why aren't we watching them? Sorry, guys, I'm not in charge of the camera, and I will be critical of the observers, as I am of every single event when I'm not controlling the camera. They're doing a pretty good job. Looks like one Banshee went down, but we should have snapped back to that Banshee even before the last Marine was dead, in my opinion, because I think that was a bit of a foregone conclusion when we saw 50 Marines, or 20 Marines surrounded by 60, 70 Zerglings. Baneley Nest is on the way. Didn't he already have a Baneley Nest, guys? I thought he already built one. Hellbat, 9 Stim Marines, 6 Hellbats, 1 Banshee. This is not the most powerful army. Transfuses on the Spore could be good. Yeah, they buy some really good time there. Banshee goes down. Lings distract the Hellbats. It's so many Queens. Easy hold for Solar. Wait, oh, his third base might be vulnerable, though. Oh, his third... If the Marines go after those drones, they could do some good damage there. Those drones need to run. Okay, only 2 drones go down. Ling's trying to stop him from escaping. 1 medevac will almost go down, but not quite. You know what? Kua making the best of an awkward situation, but his third command center is not moved out yet. He's not got great upgrades either. Remember, that carapace is already finished. I also heard there's no replays for this tournament. Apparently there's a bug on the Chinese server, so even if I wanted to do these off replays, apparently replays do not save correctly, or are bugged, so you can't actually like watch the replays apparently. So gonna be sticking this tournament out live as we go. Round 2 of the Desperate Hellbat Marine push. Oh, those Bailey connections are juicy. The Queen transfuses are good. I think there's a bunch more units just south of this. Solar's forgotten about, unless that's all Overlords. 2 Queens do come up to help out. Few more Banelings waddling in, and I think with the Zerglings as well, that will finally clean this up. Does Kua not have a third command center? I keep thinking that big blue lump in his natural. There we go. Yeah, he's had that third command center for a while, but he's just not floating it out. He's kind of just trying to kill Solar with wave after wave of Marines and Hellbats, but that carapace upgrade has done so much heavy lifting. Solar's holding firm on 60 drones, and Kua, he's going to 8 racks now. He's only now floating his third command center out. What an odd build. It's funny because Kua normally looks pretty calm when he plays. I normally talk about how he's kind of unshakable, but his heart rate is quite high, hovering at 130 this whole time. And it's high, but it's stable at least. I think like Reyna's one of the players who I've seen has it spike like crazy. I know my heart rate spikes like crazy when I'm playing StarCraft. I'd love to see more of Cyril's. One of the problems we've had in the past, like I know the World Championship last year had heart rate monitors, is I felt like not all of them were giving the most accurate reading. I don't know if there was a lot of attention paid to like, hey, are these getting solid readings? Because some of them made no sense. You like look at the camera, one guy's like panicking and sweating and his eyes are like darting around, his head's moving and stuff, and his heart rate's just like flat 80 or something. And then the other guy looks super calm and like just collected, and his heart rate's at like 170, and we were like, yeah, I don't think these numbers are correct. Like, I don't know if they'd accidentally flipped the numbers around a few times or what. The game has calmed down here for a second, and Kua's heart rate has dropped as well, so... Here we go, he's going to stim, go on creep. We get to see what literally raises the heart rate of a Terran player. Sees a lot of Zerglings, not a lot of Banelings. Oh, Baneling run by. Sensor Tower will give him time to respond if he's watching the mini-map. Full bunker. Very nice. Full bunker on the third. A lot of Platerans just don't bother with that anymore these days, but Kua, he's an old school gamer and keeps it up. Now, Hellbats instead of Widow Mines is an interesting style. When I say it's interesting, guys, I mean, Flash insisted on trying to make this work when he was a StarCraft 2 pro gamer. in Heart of the Swarm. And I think he tasted enough of Sue's Banelings that he eventually gave up on it. You can see the Widow Mines are now stouting for Cure. Hellbats are good for a cheeky timing attack, trying to catch a Zerg, not quite ready, but they're not really a long-term answer because as that Baneling count grows, they just get blown up before they can do anything. Green Hellbat trying to fall back. They clocked Magnus Carlsen at 60. Yeah, I mean, they should check when he's got Banelings rolling into his mineral lines and battle cruisers teleporting into his main. We'll see if your heart rate stays so low then, Mr. Magnus, Mr. Chess Champion. I do feel like StarCraft is one of those games that is made to make your heart rate spike. Definitely does it to me. I think it does to a lot of casual players. Always impressed when a player is very stoic up there on the stage. Queenling Bane Hydra trying to hang out. Oh, okay. That's a lot of Hydras. I just don't think there's enough Terran here. I think the Biomine army can do shockingly well, but not when you're this outnumbered. And he's going to try to dive in the right side, but that's way too close to the front. The army scrambles over. Cure saves a few of the Marines, but to where? Where's he going to go with it? One hit from death, and the Queen gets rid of him. You can hear all the screams of those Marines inside as they go crashing down. The chess APM is pretty low. I mean, bullet chess. I don't know if you guys have watched bullet chess championships. Those things are crazy. Hydraling Bane's going to crash forward. Cure doesn't have the numbers. He's a bit too far behind. His early timings didn't find enough damage. I think it was such a turning point when the Banshee went down and all of his Marines got surrounded in the middle of the map. Because, you know, yes, he caught Solar not catching the Banshees coming, but essentially he just got a lot of lost mining time, 5 drones. And that was good damage, but then he lost his entire Marine army he'd been building up before the upgrades could kick in, before he could join them with Metavacs, and Solar does slap him down. Very nice game 1 win for Solar. I can't believe Cure hasn't vetoed Old Republic. His opponent in the top right, it is the Zerg. Chinese intro, let's go. Solar. Minsu Kang is Solar's name. I can't remember Cure's name right now. I feel like there's a Jin in there somewhere, but Cure is he's got an uphill battle, man. I think Mothership's a decent map for TVZ. I just don't think it should be your first pick in a best of 5. And I think Old Republic should be one of your highest vetoes. Now, we did recently see Clem allowed Raynor to play this map, and he tried to counter him with a 3cc 2-1-1 Hellbat push. So a greedy opening into a fast Marine Hellbat push, knowing Raynor was going to play Mutas. And he'd specifically pushed Raynor into playing like a 2-base Muta where he wouldn't have Banelings. I think if Solar just does a normal 3rd base opening and then goes to Mutiling Bane, it's going to be so hard for Cure to get across such a big map. Cure is very good with timing attacks. He's good at pressuring his opponent. If this goes to late game as well, the bases are so spread out. I think that's going to favor Solar as well. So I think I normally would look at this map and say this is a foregone conclusion. Zerg's usually going to beat you here. Try a weird mech build. Try a crazy all-in. Do something like that. And for the Zerg side, try to play Mutas, but play safe Mutas. You don't need to be greedy to go to Mutas on this map. This map's so big. Alternate IDs Speed and Wookiee for Cure. Oh, no, I meant his human name, not his alternate IDs. I don't think anyone remembers those names, Speed and Wookiee. Oh, I can't read Hangul, unfortunately. Can you anglicize it for me? Can you butcher it? I know I'll butcher his name anyway. I don't normally refer to any of the players by their names. Kim Do-wook. Ah. I feel like Wook is a rarer name in Korea. I don't hear that one very often. Is Nidus viable here? Yeah, this is a good map for Nidus, but I think it's such a good map for standard strategies that it would kind of be criminal to play Nidus Worm here. Command Center's up. Reaper hasn't found any damage yet. Solar looks like he's going 2-base Mutalisk. I think 2-base Muta is one of the weaker builds on this map. I think it's so good for 3-base Muta. So going 2-base Muta just seems a bit of a waste. And he's going to move out and take a delayed 3rd. But he hasn't pulled off gas, so he's definitely playing Mutas. Unless it's a Bane Bust. But the Baneley Nest would have needed to start by now. It's a very odd style. Yeah, it's like 2.5 base Mutalisk. Okay, here we go. 2.5 base Mutalisk. All right, all right. Couple Hellions on the way. Third Command Center is coming up. Second Gas is down. We haven't seen a Starport yet, right? I don't think we've seen a Starport, which means I think we're going to see an 8 racks out of Cure. Not the best map for it, but at least it's decisive. And actually a Roach Warren for Solar. What in the world? Q is building 6 Hellions. He hasn't built a Starport, or I think he's going to go second and third barracks and then double engineering bay any second now. Odd build orders. I think Solar's thinking you're going to try and be aggressive, so I want to be ultra safe. So I think there's some real mind games. Double eBay before second and third barracks. Yeah, Cure wants those really good upgrades. Because he's gone 6 Hellions, right? Was it 6 or just 4? Maybe just 4. No. 6, yeah. 3 at home, 3 on the front. Interesting. Very early Roach speed for Solar on 3 gas. Solar could go for an attack with like 15, 20 Roaches with Roach speed, and it might actually beat this build that Q is doing. I think it actually does. I think it's a free win. Because this is like an ancient build. Q is kind of doing the 3 command center build the way we used to do it 2017, 2018. This is a very old way of doing it. Q is copying innovation already. Yeah, well, this is like old school. And the thing is, Maru's been doing a bit of this early eBay recently as well. But normally not with a standard 3 command center build. Not as often. So many Roaches building. Honestly, if he just goes with the Roaches, he will win. Solar's Overseer just got sniped on the other side of the map. We didn't get a shot of it, but it did just go down. And you know Solar's about to shove. He sees a Roach popping. Q needs to build a bunker ASAP. If he can get a bunker or 2 up, he's okay. But if he doesn't, he's pretty screwed. Just give me like 20 Roaches, man. 20 Roaches. Oh my god, and the Lings are distracting. This is excellent for Solar. He doesn't care about losing the Zerglings. He just wants to distract him. And not let him see the Roaches. Perfect timing on this. The Marines are moving out to the third, which is really bad. Uh-oh. Oh, he's in the doo-doo, man. He's in the doo-doo. Oh, his army gets separated. Oh, you got to keep him separated. I didn't realize Solar was an Offspring fan. Like, what the hell, man? Oh, no. That's just brutal. Cure, being greedy on the big boy map. Because, of course, you're playing Mutas on the big boy map. What insane person does a Roach timing? That's Solar going, you're going to play super greedy on this map. Because you know I'm going to play greedy Mutas. Guess what? 300 IQ move. You can't predict what I'm going to do. Genius play. Very well played, man. Very well played. And he gets an almost simple victory, right? This is how Cyril was beating Clement a lot of players in 2023, I want to say. 2023? Yeah, 2023. Cyril kept beating Clem. Lots of top Terrans. Maru just smashing them with this sort of Roach speed timing. And Q is just going to get wiped. Not a competitive game at all there. Solar finding the perfect timing. It's just one of those things you would not predict a Zerg to kind of risk such a good map for Zerg with that style of build order. That's exactly what happened. Roach go brrr, prints out the Roaches, and yeah, great win there for game 2 for Solar. Already up 2-0. What the hell, man? All right, guys, please save us, Cure. Proxy racks. What a madman. This is a 2 racks Reaper proxy by the looks of it, guys. 2 racks Reaper on White Rabbit. Both on 14. 14 racks, 14 gas, 14 racks. This is all about spiraling and snowballing. Lots of damage very early. Cure basically says, look, I'm not winning 3 games in a row playing fair, playing straight up. I will be going all in. How did that happen? Oh, that just hovers up? Sorry, guys. Don't know why that happened. Guess my mouse cursor went there. Gas goes up in the main. We've got 2 barracks on the other side as well. Drones, hatchery, reapers, all sorts of things going on. It's all about these early reapers, guys. Solar has done a standard hatch gas pool. Will he be ready? It's all about the early drone micro. Can he quickly A-move drones, pull back weak one. A-move drones, pull back weak one. He's got to dance with these drones, and he's got to do it fast. Here we go. We're going to watch from Q's point of view, first person. Already a nice spore trick to save one of them. No panic for Solar. Solar is saying, look, I need to keep mining. I don't have enough money yet. I need to keep mining. Solar, excuse me, guys. Sorry, excitedly burping here I am. One drone has gone down. Make it two. Two's not too bad to start. Doesn't get the third one. Reaper's trying to get... He gets a third one. Nicely done. The Zerglings are getting very low. Hard to pull back. That last grenade, not as effective. Allowed those Zerglings to disengage. Thinks about building a factory. Realize he doesn't have the money for it. Not yet. The Reaper's taking damage. He's trying to pull away to the ledge. Uh-oh. Has he? Oh, he does take a lot of damage there. Factory goes down. Depot as well. Reaper's going to rotate to the left. Queen didn't take that much damage. Third Queen's on the way, as well as Ling Speed. Both Queens grouping up on the front. The Reaper's going to go after the weak one. Nice moves here for Cure, but he's got only about 30 seconds until Ling Speed's done, at which point this rush, it's not completely over, but it's pretty close to at that point. So he's not got many Ling kills. He should have been jumping up on the ledge maybe there. There is a ledge to the left side as well, not just this one. He could have poked up there and maybe picked off some Zerglings, but he thought there were Lings on the ledge waiting for him. Oh, the Queens, they take damage, but they don't die. And Solar's almost got Ling Speed here, and the Reaper's going to have to run away. Q's Reapers are good, guys. They really are. But I don't think of them as having the same flair as a Beyond. Proxy 2x Reaper. Command Center started on the high ground, but it has just started, and he's got to build that reactor from scratch, which means it's Reapers heading home, and now Solar has free reign to drone, baby. Pig, I'd like to save the NAs, the StarCraft scene in NA. I want it to be like RSL, so there are some consistent tournaments. I don't care as long as I don't just bleed money. Yeah, you're not going to do that. So, I mean, the reason RSL is able to raise so much money is because people love Tasteless. So, what you want to do is you want to go back 20, 25 years, move to Korea to cast StarCraft 1, become a beloved figure after, you know, decades, plural, of commentating StarCraft. And then people will give you tons of money to host StarCraft tournaments. But the NA StarCraft scene, I don't think you're going to create something like that. But yeah, in general, running sporting tournaments, even outside of esports, you're going to be bleeding money for a lot of them. But for esports especially, you want to just host some stuff. I mean, I don't think hosting events in general, unless you're going to do a fire festival, not a good way to make money. So, unless you want to scam. Lings are going to rotate around. Hellion Reaper's going to try and join up. Roach Warren's coming in very early. It's a battle cruiser on one base. Q is just like, F this. This series is going poorly, guys. I don't feel I can win with like normal players. I do love the Reaper Hellion pack. That thing is so good against Zerglings. And it's keeping Solar off of the third base in terms of drones, but problem is, if you can't secure your natural, you're in trubs. How many Queens are there, guys? I feel like there's only 4, maybe 5 Queens coming out now. Actually, no, that's probably 6 or 7, which might be enough to defend this. He's going to go Armory. Oh, he's going to try and go Hellbats with the BC. Okay. He's going to do like a Hellbat Reaper BC timing. It's good because the Hellbats roast the Lings, and if the Reapers can like bounce the Queens, then they die pretty hard. Oh, good trap. Well, not really a trap, but catches a few Zerglings, which is nice. Is the Pigfest Cup net positive or negative? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I spend money on it. But we put all of the donations towards. This is an entirely different thing. If you guys want to host tournaments, like we put our own money towards the prize pool as well. So it's hard to say. But it's a very different thing. All right, guys. Queens gonna shut down the BC. That's it. That's it. If the BC gets shut down like this, then you're fine. You're completely fine because there's roaches to deal with the Hellbats. Lings are in the natural. The Warlock fails. His third command center got focused down in the Warlock. The Lings are in. The Hellbats get cleared up. And another one-sided series here at the Thunder Invitational, man. That's crazy. I did not expect this. I really thought we'd be seeing some more one-sided games. I thought this was a really, really good matchup. Historically 50-50. Q is normally, like I said, I think way lower stats in this matchup than Solar. Solar's a way better ZVT player than Q, but he sucks at playing against Q's builds normally. Not today, though. The players are laughing. Dude, he's getting mauled. Is that a laugh track, guys? I swear that sounds like a laugh track every time I hear that. Because I swear it's always the same laughing sound. Or maybe it's just because, I don't know, they crank it up. It's weird. Roach is going to be defended by the BC for now, but Q is surviving for surviving's sake. He is down 30 workers. Hive is on the way. Trying to go into 1-1 bio upgrades, but of course we've got Infestors, Baneling transition. Solar could take a 5th base here as well. Solar's all over it, man. Solar is looking so bloody strong. I think it's meant to be the crowd being mic'd up, but just the laugh track... The laughter always sounds a little bit like a recording. I have no idea since I'm not that live. Yeah. DC's going off the Overseer. How about Reaper Marine moving forwards? Hive's almost finished. 1-1 upgrades in Bane Speed are on the way. Q is going to try and drag his way back into this. But, yeah, I mean, obviously he's just staying in there because it's a single elimination tournament. Going out in the first round, 3-0 hurts, man. He got on a plane, went to China. And Solar, who's just, I mean, think about it, guys. Solar's been beating Max Pax and Clem in best of fives, right? He's been grinding weeklies. He's been working so hard on this patch. Solar's had really good matchups with Raynor, Clem, Max Pax, smashing guys like Beyond recently. It just feels like Solar's so in practice right now. Ultra Cavern's on the way as well. The Evos are exceptionally late for Solar. Feels like he almost just forgot those for Solar. I'm also surprised he doesn't have a 5th base. I feel like he's been so far ahead for so long. But he probably could have had a 5th base and a little bit more creep spread, but Battlecruiser is at least keeping some pressure up, trying to cancel the 5th base. Maybe if Kua starts building libs soon, he can defend the Ultras on 3 base and then survive. I don't know, man. He kind of relies on Solar chucking his Zerg. He needs Solar to A-move the choke point. Oh my god. Oh, good fungal. Very nice. Very, very nice. 81 drones out for Solar, 62 for Cure. I mean, it's such a crazy strat, right? Proxy Reaper at the start, if you're not Beyond, that's such a crazy way to open. I feel like Maru, when his shoulder's feeling good as well, you know, if you're Clem, sure. Clem never does it, though. It's a funny thing. Clem's like such a freak with his micro, but he never does these kind of Beyond-style proxies. Q's upgrades are good, but he's down 40 army supply. Solar's max, so he should be attacking. He will be doing so in a moment. He's going for a Hydroden, which I don't think makes much sense right now. I think it should be a Spire for Corruptors, but Ultra Bane's going to roll over the top. Q does not have the numbers to deal with that. Equal upgrades, 1-1, but Kindness Plating is massive against such lowly upgraded units. And the Ultra Ravager is going to roll over. Another fungal lands. He's even dropping Biles, which honestly are more likely to hit the Ultras than anything else. And indeed they do. The Roaches even come in. Where the heck were those guys? And that is brutal. Q is going to get wiped out of the tournament. Solar with a decisive 3-0 finish in the opening round. I think Clem pulled out the Proxy Reaper once against Sterile in WTL and won. Was an insane run. Wow, really? Yeah, it's so rare. It's a hard build to stop. I die. If I haven't played against Proxy Reaper in a while, it's like a free win for the Terran. If I've played against it in the previous few months, usually it's not so good. But I think it's one of those builds, if the Zerg hasn't played against it recently, oof, So nice. Unfortunately, Solar plays against Beyond in like 1,000 weekly cups. It's not too hard for him. Are there more games to come? Yeah, of course. After this, we've got Scarlet versus SOS show match. Then Clem versus Classic, and then Maru versus Rainer to finish the day. Best of 3 and then 2 best of 5s. Scarlet SOS is, of course, a show match. Part of their Legends show matches. Oh, Hydra's going after the BC. I still don't know why he has Hydralisks, guys. Like, surely Corruptors would have been a no-brainer in this game, but kills the upgrade. Oh, dude, +2 attack just got denied. And +2 armor gets denied as well. Oh, my lord. I mean, he was already dead, but Solar just keeps on kicking the corpse. What the hell, man? That's rude. Nah, man.